Hello everyone and welcome to my channel. My name is Lazarus Mazur, or just LS for short. Today I'm going to be continuing the series where I cover all the Hitchhikers available in Keep Driving. For today I'm covering the Hurricane. She's a very interesting and situational character, I would say, and she's also a first for this channel, as in this is the first character that has a full storyline and an ending. So without further ado, let's get into it. I hope you enjoy and please consider subscribing, it helps a lot. When we first encounter Hurricane, we find her standing on the side of the road, holding out her finger, signaling that she's looking for a ride. Later on, even our character comments on the fact that she looks like she has already done this hundreds of times before. When we stop to pick her up, she says,
Hello, I'm going towards the mountains or like a bit in the woods, but I'm not in a hurry, waiting for some friends to ride. Can I ride with you?
after that, we let her inside and she says,
I feel so lucky. Let's celebrate. You had stuff to drink, right?
to which our character responds, yeah, but maybe for tonight, not now. And after that, she says,
Oh, it'll be fine, dude.
now, hold on. I know it might be tempting to drink that sweet, sweet beer that's in the back with the hot girl telling you to do that and all that, but trust me, you want to hold off on doing that. Why, you may be asking? Well, we will get into that shortly. But first, let's see if we can learn anything about Hurricane from her level 1 description and see what her abilities and traits are at level 1. Now, sadly, as level 1 descriptions do usually go, we don't really learn too much about Hurricane. It's mostly just our character's first thoughts and opinions on her. And from what we do have, it's just our character commenting on her prior hitchhiking experience and on her beauty. Now, as for her level 1 abilities and traits, she comes with one ability and one trait. The ability is Don't Worry. It costs 0 energy, but it has only 2 uses. And the ability destroys every single specific threat. What I mean by this is, let's say you have 2 energy threats, 1 gas threat and 1 money threat. After using the ability, you will destroy everything except for 1 energy threat. So yeah, pretty simple but pretty useful. And I must say, when it comes to level 1 abilities, this is probably one of the most balanced abilities we've covered. Yes, it may have only 2 uses, which force you to sleep much more often, but destroying every single specific threat is huge and can lead for some great combos and synergies with other hitchhikers. For instance, if you have Hurricane together with the Songwriter, you can first use the Songwriter's ability to make a threat warning into a note, and then use Hurricane's ability to, in some situations, clear the whole threat. This is pretty good, and I would recommend pairing them together. Now, you might be saying to yourself, that was a pretty deep dive into the ability. I wonder what the threat will be. It can't be that bad, right? No. It's in fact the worst trait in the whole game. Level 1 trait is Messy, which doesn't do any harm to you per se, but oh my god is it annoying. So basically, Hurricane likes to throw trash around your car, and that isn't too big of a problem when your trunk is empty, but there will be other times where you find some loot but your trunk is full, and you spend like 10 minutes trying to make space for it just to notice that there are 4 empty packs of cigarettes scattered through your car, and you indeed had space but didn't notice it until now. So in short, the worst trait in the game. If I was making a tier list, it would go straight to F tier. No discussion. While I'm on the topic of that, if this video gets like a whole 10 likes, I'll start making a tier list of all the abilities I covered. So yeah, if you want to see that as well, be sure to like. Now, the fun with Hurricane truly begins when she levels up and we reach her next stop. She wants to talk to us and she says,
We should get some beers, or maybe some gin. Can't you drink with me? Oh, it's no fun drinking alone. You're a good driver. It'll be fine. Please, just a little.
after that, we get a new quest added to our calendar called Drunk Driving. Yeah, from the name alone, it's pretty clear what we have to do. Hurricane wants us to see driving wasted, and to complete it, we have to finish our road while drunk. All of you who haven't played Keep Driving might be saying, that can't be that hard, right? Well, every time we encounter a threat on the road, we get a notification on our dashboard that we shouldn't be driving drunk, and more threats are added. They have no connection to the original encounter, so they can be any of the threats available in the game. All the threats are always set to attack, with some having shields or dealing double damage. You have a limited time on your turns, and last but not least, new threats can be added after every turn. Yeah, not the easiest task to say the least. But thankfully, at least we can use Hurricane's new ability that can aid us while doing this quest, which he gets after reaching level 2. The ability is called Your Fun. It's free, has 3 uses, but can only be used while drunk or high. It destroys 3 threats that are next to each other, and they can be any 3 threats. Now at first, this ability seems very situational, but, let me give you a little hint, you don't have to be drunk to use it and experience all the pain and suffering it brings. You can also be high, which, unlike being drunk, actually has no negatives to it. So overall, a pretty good ability if you can get your hands on some weed, that is. Now, while I'm talking about this, I want to use the opportunity to make a subscriber goal. If we reach, let's say, 100 subscribers by the start of July this year, I will start a series in which I complete the whole game while only drunk driving. So, if you want to see me suffering, cause trust me, I will, be sure to subscribe and share the video with your friends, family, and all that. Okay, with that being said, let's get back to the topic in hand. When we finally finish this ungodly task and arrive at our next destination, Hurricane will say to us,
You're kinda cool. I got the address for my friends now. You gotta come. Here's the postcard.
and after opening the letter she gave us, we unlock the path to one of the game's possible endings, the cabin. Inside the letter, we find a postcard from Hurricane's friends, telling us the location of the cabin where the party is at, and telling us to bring Hurricane and some beers with us. After that, we open the map to see where the party is at, and oh my god! You can even see in the background while I was playing, I also got flabbergasted by how far it is. Well, about that. In the beginning, I thought I was smart and went on the northern part of the map, because for me, whenever I had Hurricane and finished her quest, it would always be somewhere around there. But when we first meet her, she says that the party will be either in the mountains or in the forest. Mountains being the northern part of the map, and the forest being the southern. So yeah, my bad. Now, before we get back on the road and head to the party, 2 very cool things that happen after we finish her quest are 1, her idle animation changes from just standing around to doing a cute little dance. And the second thing that happens is after some time, she'll want to talk to us and she will say,
Hey, take the city. You should play it in the cars sometimes. It's my favorite.
in the background, you can see me trying to find which CD she gave us, because I finished her quest for the first time a long time ago. So yeah, it took me a bit. But the CD is pretty cool. Be sure to check it out, I truly do recommend it. I listen to it sometimes when I play the game without recording. Sadly, can't play it on the video because of the copyright, but yeah, be sure to check it out. Anyways, while we make our way to the cabin, let's go over the rest of the stuff we have to cover about Hurricane. When Hurricane reaches level 2, she gets 1 new ability, that I already covered, and 1 new trait. And that trait is Drink Up, which gives you 3 energy whenever you consume alcohol. This overall isn't bad. The positive isn't anything too good, because you have to be drinking to use it, but it has no downside, so that's pretty good. It works very well with Hurricane's whole kit, which forces you to either drink or be high. This trait would also come in very handy in my potential drunk driving run of the game, but we shall see. In her level 2 description, our character talks about their time drinking together. How when she laughs, she kind of sounds like a witch, but it also always ends with a cute giggle, so it balances itself out. Again, we don't really learn too much about Hurricane from her description, but that is kind of in character for her. Finally, when she reaches level 3, she unlocks 2 new traits and no new abilities. The first trait is very much in character for her, and it's pretty simple but pretty useful and pretty cool. It's called Shoplifter, and as the name suggests, whenever you enter a store for the first time, you get to steal one item which has a size of 1. This, like I said, is very cool and in character for her. It can be very useful when you're low on cash and want some of the items that the mechanic sells, which can be pretty expensive at times. The second trait she unlocks is is called demanding, which makes you just be always tired. This is just I can't honestly. I no comment, no comment, no comment. After all that, when we finally arrive at the cabin, the first sight we see is a guy puking next to it. We can try talking to him, but he hasn't got too much to say to us. Next to him, we find Hurricane's friends that sent us the invitation to the party. When we try talking to them, at first they don't notice us for a bit and drunkenly talk to each other. After they finally see us, they just ask us if we brought the beer, to which we give them the one we brought and leave. On the other side of the cabin, we find two girls sitting in a hot tub and Hurricane standing next to them. When we talk to her, she says,
I'm so psyched. Let's go.
After that, we talk to the girls in the hot tub. They tell us to park up and get inside. One very cool thing about this ending is that the other hitchhikers that you brought with you actually have unique comments when you arrive. Now, sadly, I really couldn't easily check all the characters' comments, but the ones I did experience are the bride saying that she's gonna go enter the hot tub and asking us if we're going to join in. The hiker comments on how beautiful it is that the youth is having fun, and the kid says that she is scared and wants to go home. After finishing everything up, we decide to enter the cabin, and we finally get the ending and finish Hurricane's storyline. You and the Hurricane dance to the decadent party in the woods, living for a week in your own little bubble of drugs, drinks, and sex, surrounded by tall swaying pine trees that seem to have little interest in your hedonistic vacation. One thing I didn't mention when I was covering her level 3 abilities and traits is her new description. And that is because, again, there isn't too much to cover. We just find out she left college so that she can have fun and enjoy herself. The fact that we don't learn too much about her is suggested from the beginning by her name. Her name, Hurricane, is a nod to her being reckless and doing whatever she wants and pleases, not tying herself down to anything. She's a hedonist. Hedonism is a family of philosophical views that prioritize pleasure. Her abilities and traits also do support that. Don't worry, suggesting that you shouldn't stress too much and just enjoy yourself in the moment. Messy, not even suggesting, but literally showing us that she is someone who is lazy and doesn't really care too much about her hygiene and surroundings and just throws trash around her whenever she can. You're fun, making so you have to be either drunk or high just to use it, suggesting that you should just enjoy yourself as much as possible, even if that means endangering others and yourself by driving under the influence. And finally, drink up, which makes it so now you get energy whenever you drink, suggesting that a part of you is becoming a hedonist as well, not caring too much about anything around yourself, just enjoying life. And that would be about it for Hurricane. All in all, a pretty interesting character, I must say, with some very unique abilities. Now, when it comes to her ranking, I must say, as much fun as she is, I am gonna give her like a high C tier. She is very fun, but there are a ton of better characters than her. She still has like her uses, but like I said, a ton of better characters. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I want to thank my friend Mina for doing an amazing job voice acting Hurricane. Thank you, Mina. And I want to thank all of you for watching the video. I hope you enjoyed. I know I said I would release them weekly, and I released this one 2 weeks after the last one. I apologize for that. I truly do. It's just I wanted to improve with the videos a bit, add a few things, and it kind of took me a bit longer to master them. So yeah, if you did enjoy the video, be sure to leave a like and subscribe, and I'll be seeing you in the next one, which I hope will be released in a week.